Part of today's cleaning list is to give the bathroom a good deep cleaning. It's Monday and this is my main cleaning day. I hope you're inspired to clean and get your bathroom back in order if it isn't already. Be sure to continue watching to hear how I stay focused and some thoughts about loneliness this season. Hello everyone and welcome back. I hope all of you had a wonderful weekend. Mine was spent in bed. I have been sick all weekend and I am finally getting my energy back. I actually got my energy back yesterday. Saturday I was just in bed the entire day, but I'm feeling better. I still have a lingering cold, but we are working through it. So today's video, I wanted to focus on answering a question, but then talking to you a little bit about loneliness, just a little bit. So Denise Owens asked, how do you keep your focus on one task at a time? I'm terrible at this. I will go in the kitchen for a glass of water and start doing things in the kitchen. So for instance, if you are trying to fold your clothes, you get a little thirsty, then you go into the kitchen for a glass of water, you will get distracted. I've been there. I do that plenty of times. But when I really want to focus on getting something done, and I mean just, you know, I need to focus on getting the bathroom done, for instance, I just bring my things in there and I just make the mental, you know, the mental note that I am going to get this bathroom done. So I think when you tell yourself you're just going to do this one thing instead of letting your mind wander, then that's what helps you focus on something. At least that's what works out best for me, because I am the same way. I will be in here doing something, and if I'm just thinking on random things, I end up doing stuff everywhere. So when you want to focus on doing one thing, cleaning one space, just tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do. Sometimes going in there with a list and a pen so you can check those things off the list as you go. Sometimes that might help as well. I know that when I am going to do a deep clean of my bedroom or of another space, for instance, but it's usually my bedroom, because the bedroom is a space that I feel, you know, is more private. So I would be more likely to let go of that space because other people aren't going to be going into that space as much, as opposed to, say, the living room, because I need to get, you know, certain things cleaned up. But I think it works in any space. If you have a problem focusing on it, making yourself a list ahead of time, you know, checking things off the list as you go will really help you. But just making that mental note that you are in there to get this job done and you really want to get it done makes a big difference than just letting your mind wander, or even watching or especially watching something. People say that they watch a video while they did X, Y, and Z, and I don't know how somebody does that, because when I watch a video, I'm gonna sit there and watch a video. You know, I'm a very visual person and I don't want to be interrupted. So it's hard for me to watch a video. Now, if I'm just going to listen to somebody, that's a little bit different, but if I have to keep stopping and watching something, then I get distracted. So to keep your focus, just that mental note. Okay, so I hope that that answers your question, Denise. And today, let's see, I wanted to discuss the whole, you know, all the holidays coming up, right? And just the feelings that we get around this time. I think it's different for everybody, but some people really get more depressed or lonely around this time of year. And so before I go and release all of these different videos about the holidays and you know, decorating the tree and everything like that, although I did do that over on Patreon today. So if you would like to see that sneak peek, do head over there. I just want to let all of you know that I'm thinking about you and that I am struggling with my own set of, you know, feelings on that. And this time of year is going to be different for pretty much all of us this year. And that can be so, so hard. So I just want to remind any of you that if you're feeling that way, please be sure to reach out to somebody. You know, sometimes somebody is there in a moment that you wouldn't think, you know, that they're really needed, but take advantage of that moment if they are, whether they text you or called you or whatever the case may be. Take advantage of a moment when you are feeling very low. And I know for myself, things have been very different, especially since I got sick. I think things are just becoming more and more, I guess, depressing for me or something, because I know that I have to distance myself from my grandparents. We're not going to be able to participate in the same kind of Thanksgiving that we were going to have, or that we had planned on having, even though it was going to be smaller. We're not going to be doing that this year. So things are just going to be different. And I'm coming to terms with that, and just how Christmas may be different as well. But just also knowing the condition that my Grammy is in, which many of you may not know. I did let my patrons know a little while ago that she is now on hospice care. And so, you know, just certain things you're thinking on, and it can just be really, really hard to take in and to, you know, make sense of it, and just to learn to be okay with certain things, and just to feel through all of the emotions that we go through. So I know many of you have lost loved ones this year, and it's going to be different. You know, things are going to be different. And I hope that each of you are turning to the Lord, because He can comfort us in ways that nobody else can, but then also leaning on one another for support when you really need it. That is important as well. And being there for others when you know that they need you, I think is also just as important, because you are the Lord's hands when you do His will, and all of those things play a role in, you know, all of us having what we need, I think. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there today. Like I said, over on Patreon, I did share a sneak peek of the way that we decorated this Christmas. I have a little bit more that I planned on doing before I share anymore, but I do have a couple of holiday videos coming out for each of you this week, and then some things in the weeks to come. So I am going to continue to try to do these daily videos and updates, and just answering some of your questions. So whenever you guys pose any questions, I look forward to answering them in upcoming videos. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the support that you offer, and also for those of you who are so supportive in the comments. That really means a lot to me. And also those of you that even stand up to maybe people that say things that are less than kind, or anything that, you know, you may feel is not very nice, or whatever it is. I appreciate you as well. And not only just for, I guess, standing up, but for also doing it in such a wonderful way, instead of, you know, demeaning somebody, or I just think that many of you, from what I've seen, you have a way about saying things that is really kind. And so I just want to thank you for that, because kindness goes a long way. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you here. I hope that you enjoyed a little bit of that cleaning motivation that I had today. Sometimes when you're just feeling kind of low, just cleaning a little bit helps lift your mood maybe, or just helps you think on things differently. So thank you for being here, and I hope to see all of you tomorrow. And until then, I hope that you take care and have a wonderful evening. Bye, everyone.